Hey everybody, happy Friday. Just wanted to check in because it's been a couple of days since I posted my last video and I was just sort of contemplating the fact that we are halfway through the month. And I know I said from the beginning 4 weeks is a very short time to really come together and address such deep things, but I think we're digging into some pretty good stuff here. But I wanted you to take some time today and think about in the last 2 weeks, what is different for you? Are you thinking about food differently? Are you thinking about your relationship with food differently? Are you sober? Where are you at after the 2 week mark in this group? We have gone through quite a few things. We've talked about, sobriety. We've talked about commitment. We've talked about your danger zones. We've talked about getting to know Ed and understanding Ed's voice. Tomorrow on our live video, we're going to talk about a couple things. One of them is we're really going to dig into Ed's lies more to really try to help you with that, and how do we come back from those lies and doing that really effectively. We've talked about emotional eating and we've talked about compulsive eating. So it really has been a lot squeezed into 2 weeks, but we still have 2 weeks left as of today. And so I really want you to take some time and think about, what do you need? Is there part of what we've gone through that you haven't embraced yet that you need more on? What's next for you? Again, with it being such a short group, a 4 week group, I want to squeeze in as much as I can, but it's more important that you take what we do and actually use it. It would be better for you to grasp a small part of this and actually make a permanent change in your life than to cover a ton of stuff. The other thing that we're going to talk about tomorrow is the Christmas holiday. If you had done one of the other groups with me, we went through Thanksgiving together. We talked about, if you did the October group, we talked about getting through different holidays, food sober. And I think it's time to really talk about that too, just because of all the events we have coming up next week. I know most people have more than one thing. Right now you've got work parties going on. You've got temptation coming your way. And there's a lot happening. And I just want to encourage you through all of that to remember why this is important and why you're doing this now. So again, thinking back over the last 2 weeks, what are you doing differently? What are you thinking about differently? What's different for you? Is there a concept that you really have grasped onto? Or is there something that you're really struggling with that you need to think about further? So I wanted to talk about that next week, kind of where we are. I'm sorry, tomorrow, not next week, where we are. And then I really want to dig into overcoming Ed's lies, recognizing and actually overcoming Ed's lies on our call, along with preparing for the holidays. So that's what you can expect for tomorrow. I would love to hear from all of you. I think we have some people in the group that are really active and we're hearing from you a lot. I do realize it's the holiday. It's happening in my own life. There's a lot going on. It's easy to be distracted, but I don't want you to waste time. I don't want you to lose this opportunity you have to make a difference. I think being in this group during a challenging time of year, during a busy time of year, is actually really smart. People always want to wait and start something when things are easier, when it's a better season, or when it's a time that they perceive it will be easier. And we know there's no magic in January 1st. In fact, I can talk a little bit about that tomorrow as well, but most people who start something January 1st, by February 15th, they are done with it completely for the whole year. And so the fact that you decided to start a journey before then means your mindset's actually in a better place than all those people who start on the 1st. And I want to embrace that, and I want to make sure that you're going into the new year with momentum. And so, anyway, that's sort of what's on my mind today, but I wanted to check in, see how y'all are, acknowledge, yes, it's the holidays, yes, it's crazy, yes, there's a ton of stuff going on, yes, there's parties, but this is still so important. Don't lose sight of it. And again, I'd love to hear from any of you. I appreciate everybody that's participating, and I'll talk to you tomorrow too about what my plans are for the group next month for those of you who've been coming along month to month. I'm thinking about doing something different. I definitely want to get your thoughts on that. And hear from you tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing all of your faces. I love the live calls. They're my very favorite part. And if there's anything you want me to cover, again, nutritionally or about any subject related to this, or keto or health or nutrition or the holidays, anything at all, you can put it in comments here and I'll take a look and make sure we cover that in tomorrow's, especially if you're not able to be there live to talk about that. So thanks a bunch, and I will see y'all in the morning at 10 Eastern. Same link, use that same one from every single week that's in announcements, and I'll see you then. Bye.